Hi, loves. Welcome back to another episode of the Veronica Ramos podcast. I am so happy to be recording today. Honestly, it was a mission. I'm trying to make my podcast room where I just turn the camera on and can record because sometimes I want to record, but the thought of doing it and like setting everything up just makes me tired. So then I don't end up doing it, or because I only am like in a time crunch and can only do a certain amount of time, and then I still need to set up, so it wouldn't even make sense because by the time that I set up, I pretty much have to go. So I'm gonna make it where I just have to turn the camera on and I'm good. That's kind of what I did today. I was sick of it and I was just like, I need to really get this done. But I'm so happy to be here. It feels like I'm gonna get on like a FaceTime with my girlfriends and just talk. But you guys, there's been so much things happening in my life right now. Like, I think it's because I stopped going to church, to be honest. Like God was like, you want to stop going to church? Here and here and here's this. But also so many amazing things and nothing that I can't handle. It's normal. We all have difficult days. We all have, sometimes like I was on the phone with my sister today and I was just telling her how it's funny how last week we were super down, like really, really down. And I was calling her because I was feeling super, super good today. Like I was like on top of the world. But last week I called her crying and I was just like having such a bad week. So it's just crazy how we can have like one day where we're on top of the world and then out of nowhere, another day comes and then we're like, yesterday hasn't even happened. So that's just part of life. We just push through. There's going to be things. But okay, so let me start by how my week has been going and what I've been up to. I started watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. I wanted to talk about this on the podcast because, oh my God, that is honestly the best show I have ever watched. I don't care what anybody says. If you haven't watched it, run, please. It's on Amazon Prime. It will be worth it to get the subscription if you don't have it, and then just make sure you don't forget to remove it. But oh my God, I am obsessed with that show, you guys. I watched it in like 2 days or 3, but I stayed up all night. Like me, when I want to watch a show, I have to do it at night because that's the only time that I have available, which is why I don't get into any shows, because then I'll stay up all night, trying to finish the episodes. But this one was so worth it for me. I was just like, it was so funny because there was like so many TikToks of like me being a 50-year-old or 40-year-old going to touch grass because I'm in love with Conrad, but I have 3 kids and I'm 50 years old. It was just so funny. I was seeing all the TikToks, but it's so good. I don't know why I like loved it so much. I think it was because it brought me back to like, I still feel super young, but I forget that I'm not that young anymore. But I think it just brought me back to like being young and like just young, So I just loved it so much, and the whole story. Also, I feel like the actors were so good. Like they chose such good actors and they were both so cute. Like at first I was like, girl, they're like 16-year-olds, but it's a coming of age show. If you haven't watched it, oh my God. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of what it's about just so that you can be like, oh my God, I want to watch that. If you don't know, that's crazy because it's been like all over TikTok, but it's pretty much like 2 brothers and then another brother and sister, and it's like 2 sets of siblings, right? And the 2 moms, the way that they know each other, those kids, are because the 2 moms are best friends, like absolute best friends since they were little, since the kids were little. And every single summer they spend it at one of the best friends' summer house in like this like little town, like beach town, right? And they grow up together, and then there's a summer where the girl Belly turns pretty. It's like when you're 16, you have that glow up, and they return to a summer. And anyways, she ends up being in love, but she's in love with both of them. And it's so hard because like they grew up together. It's not like she like decided to fall in love with both of them, like to be mean about it or like to be weird about it, but it's like so valid because it's like they grew up together. And then she ends up like fully falling in love with both of them. I know, yes, both of them. And they're both fully in love with her. And she has to choose one. And then she ends up choosing one. And then like the other one is like distraught because he absolutely loves her and he feels like, oh my God. And then like that's just like a little bit of it so that it makes you want to watch it. But I don't know, it was so good. I loved it. But I watched the whole season. It was good. I'm so excited for you to watch it. I called my sister and I was like, whoever hasn't watched it, like I'm jealous that you're watching it for the first time again. Like I wish I was watching it for the first time. It is based like on a book as well. Like that's how it was created, as a book. But yeah, that's a show that I was obsessed with this last month. And that's all I talk about. Like if I meet someone right now, I'm like, have you watched The Summer I Turned Pretty? Definitely recommend that show. Okay, let's talk about my health journey. I've been keeping you guys updated. The last few weeks, I have still been working out a lot. Like I'm still going to the trainer. And then I decided to start going on walks every morning as much as I can. I just make it an intention. But I did end up switching trainers. I think I told you guys last time I switched trainers. And there was like a 3-week gap. Like first, I didn't go to the gym for 1 week. I still was eating healthy. And then the second week, I didn't even go work out and I started to eat again. I started to just like let go and just eat. And then by the third week, I was eating and eating and eating. I was getting Red Bulls non-sugar free. Like I was like, let me just, while he sends me the meal plan, I'm going to just enjoy. And I don't regret it at all. I didn't see like a lot of difference. I did gain a little. I feel like I just don't feel as toned as I was, but nothing crazy at the same time. So it was worth it. But I do feel like I have that little sugar worm again and I'm trying to get rid of it, which I have this week. I started this week my new meal plan, but that was that. But yeah, I'm back at it. I love this trainer so much. I loved my other trainer as well. I saw a lot of results as well, but I'm just love being like a fit girl and working out now. It feels amazing. Another thing, you guys, I got a new ring for our 10-year anniversary. I know you guys have been seeing it like on my Instagram. My husband gave me a new ring. So exciting. It's so beautiful. It's my dream ring. Honestly, it's a gold band and it has like little diamonds all around it. And then it's like a big diamond in the middle, and then it has like little diamonds. I don't even know, but it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Like my husband never, like we got engaged so young. Like I think I was like 18. He never asked me like what I liked. And honestly, like we probably couldn't even afford it. He probably couldn't afford it back then, but he never like really asked me what style. And I wanted to get a ring like that I want to wear. And this is the one I chose. And it's so cool because I'm like a big negotiator, you guys. Like that's my thing. One thing about me is I'm going to negotiate if it comes to a big expense. But yeah, one thing about me is I know how to negotiate and I'm always going to negotiate when it comes to a big purchase. I need to make an episode of like negotiating, but I don't know if that'll be fun. But yeah, one thing about me is I have not paid full price for like a major purchase. I feel like when it comes to negotiating, there's a time and a place. Like you cannot always negotiate. There's certain things that you just can't, you know? But like when I bought my furniture for my house, I went and I was like paying cash and I was buying a lot of furniture and I got a discount. My ring, I got a discount, a really good discount. My Jeep, I got a discount. For the Porsche, I knew that it was going to sell fast and there was already people looking at it. Like it was a thing that like I knew that there's just no wiggle room for that. So I didn't even try. I was like, I'll take it. But yeah, there's like a time and a place. But I want to make an episode on that. I just don't know if like it'll be interesting or what. Like, so I don't know. But yeah, the last few weeks, I was like fully falling behind on everything. And this week I was finally like, okay, you're getting your shit together. You're gonna stop doing things that are not necessary, because I was doing so many things that like just to avoid work. Like, you know, when you know you need to do something, but then you're like, let me go get my car washed. Let me go to Ulta. Let me go run this little errand just so that you don't do what you're supposed to do. That's kind of what I was doing. And also I was eating really bad. And now I'm like, this week was like a reset for me. I'm like, okay, I'm done. But I did have something happen to me, which I'll talk to you guys about it on another episode. I'm going to have my friend come over to the podcast and we just want to talk about it at that time. But talking about resetting, I reset this week, right? So I wanted to make an episode on that, on like a fall reset. What do I do? What can you do? What do I do when I'm feeling like I'm letting go? Like I just need a reset. I need to refocus, especially with the fall being here. I know that we're going to start feeling a little bit more down because of the winter coming and the weather, the sun not being out so much. So I took all last week to just do everything I wanted to then start this week to reset myself. But yeah, the last few weeks I was doing the most and letting go of like my routines and everything. And I just was ready to get back to it once my trainer sent me the meal plan. And I just thought it would be a good idea to do an episode on like a fall reset, what I do, what can help us be good for the fall and what we can do to like update our routines. So yeah, let's talk about what we can do to reset ourselves, our habits, our eating, our everything, our whole life. So the first thing for me is I feel like I don't down myself of like having a few weeks that I was like not doing anything that was productive or whatever. Because you know, if you were slacking in somewhere, you were probably doing good at work or something, you know? So don't be so hard on yourself. Even if you weren't doing anything productive, like just let it be that that was the rest that you needed to be able to reset. So don't be hard on yourself and tell yourself like, yeah, I'm not going to do anything anymore because I already messed up and, you know, didn't follow through and I got behind. Like, no. Tell yourself that was just the rest that I needed. Now I'm making a decision that I'm going to start. I think it's important to just start the next day. Like you don't need to wait. Like sometimes we'll be like, oh, let me start Monday, you know, and it'll be like Tuesday. Like don't wait until the next week. Like just be like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do it. Like sometimes I'll be like, okay, like it takes a decision. It's something so easy to say, but so hard to do. But honestly, you guys, like when I make a decision like that, like I'll be like, okay. And I get up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clean my room. I'm gonna have my outfit ready for the morning so I can go to the gym. Like I take action in that moment. It doesn't have to be that you have to wait until Monday. You could wait, but for what? Like just do it the next morning. But yeah, so that's one thing that helps me a lot. Just start. So yeah, that's what you're going to do. And also while I'm sitting there before I start, also like when I'm feeling like I'm ready to get back to it, because in those 3 weeks, like I was like, okay, like I was enjoying them, but there was a time that I was sitting on the couch and I'm like, okay, like I'm ready, you know, like I'm ready to get back to it. I don't want to lose the progress that I had. And so then I also grabbed my journal and I start like writing down things of like what I can do. I'll write down like a list of things that I want to do or routines that I want to start, and just journal, like just talk to yourself and say, okay, I want to get back to walking. So then I'll write down, you know, I would love to start walking again. And then like make yourself a new to-do list for the week of like what you want to start doing. Start small. Don't start like writing a big old to-do list. For me, I just started actually on Monday because I started my new routine as well, because pretty much I did a reset myself. So I told myself I want to start going on morning walks, and I had journaled about it as well. So I started going on morning walks. They are so non-pressured. Like I wake up, and I know not everyone can just like it depends on your schedule. It doesn't have to be a walk. Like it could be something that you want, right? But for me, I was like, I really need to start getting my steps in because I'm going to the gym, but cardio is important. So then I journaled about that. And then also I like wrote down I need to get back to like making phone calls. I just started journaling of the things that I need to do to get back to it. And then I made myself a to-do list and then I added it to my week, like to my calendar, right? So that really helps me as well. You can also journal of like what you want to let go of. Tell yourself this is what I want to do, or also start with what you want to release. Like I want to stop eating out again. I told myself I want to stop getting non-sugar-free drinks. Like I was getting a lot of just regular sugar-free drinks. I told myself I don't want to go to the coffee shop as much. I told myself I need to drink more water. It can be anything for you, right? But yeah, journaling is game changer. So that's what I do. That's what I did that helped me as well. And then the next one is a habit refresh. So I wanted to get back to my habits. I definitely stopped listening to my audiobooks. I was watching a lot of TV. And again, like who cares? Because I needed that. Like I'm not sitting here like I'm, like I fully like fell off. Like no, I needed those 3 weeks and I was still fully working, like trust me, a lot. But I saw the results of not doing the work and like not working on myself. Like I saw how bad like I got mentally as well. It's insane actually. Now that I look back, I'm like, wow, I was actually doing really bad mentally as well. And I was wondering why, but it was probably because I was watching a lot of TV. I was watching a lot of podcasts that were not even like self-improvement. And I didn't care. Like I knew it wasn't good for me, but I was like, I don't care. I want to do all of this and I'm not mad about it. I loved it. But I can tell what it cost. Yeah, so now I'm back to my habits. I started rereading some of my favorite books, and I do that whenever I feel like I am, again, not slowing down because it was my decision. But once I'm ready to get back to it and like get myself back into like motivation and get back to things, I'll start rereading books that I love. I started reading again The Miracle Morning. That book honestly changed my life when I first read it. So I started reading that one again. So that's the one I'm reading right now. Another one that I love that will always get me back on my feet, back on my shit is Relentless from Tim Grover. I think that's his name. That one's really good as well. But yeah, and then I also on my morning walks, I started, listening to podcasts that I love. I love right now Emma Grade, maybe. She's the CEO or co-founder of Good American and Skims, her husband. And I'm just obsessed with her podcast. Like she has so much good business, growth, self-improvement. So I've been obsessed with that one. So pretty much like I just needed that motivation, and that's what I do to get back to it. I also told myself no more phone in the morning again until like not even in my walks. Like on my walks, I'll be listening to a podcast, or I've been loving going on walks and not even listening to anything. Like I have made it an intention lately to have silent moments to think. Like sometimes I am always doing something that I don't have time to think. And so then like I told myself, when you're going on walks, don't always listen to something, like just, listen to your own thoughts. But yeah, those are the habits that I added. But my recommendation to you is to audit your habits, see what is affecting you, what could be something that might be draining you or making you not want to, be motivated or feel good, and try to get rid of those so that then you can get back to it. Also, big one before I move on to the next one is one habit that I saw that I'm like, what could help me as well? Because I have health goals with my health. So I'm like, what can I do with me working a lot and me wanting to be healthy? Because it's hard. And I told myself, so from now on, instead of telling myself or instead of inviting a friend for lunch, which I can't even go to because I need to follow my meal plan, it's like invite them to go on a walk. Like girls love going on walks. So that's one thing that I started implementing as well, that I'm like, okay, this will help my health and I'll still be working. Or if it's like a professional person, right? Like not my friend. With my friends, I'll also invite them on walks. But what I'm talking about is like work appointments out. Like if it's like a networking thing, like let's go get coffee or let's go get lunch, I'll invite them on a walk. That way I can be more productive as well. And people love that. And one last thing that I did is, one last thing that I'm doing is I am taking my nighttime routine serious again. I love when I'm in routine. Like I know I needed those weeks to like not do anything, but I love a routine. And so now I'm back at a night routine as well. I am turning my candle on. I bought a humidifier in my room that has like healthy essential oils that are non-toxic. So I put that on. I bought a mouth tape. I bought a sleek mask as well. I love the Skinny Confidential stuff. It's really good for like self-care. And then I also take like a full body shower every night. Do my skincare. That's where I'll let go of the motivational stuff and create a balance. Like I'll put something on or I'll read a book that's non-motivational. I also make it an intention to like lay in my bed and read. And I also love my Hatch alarm clock that I've told you guys about. It has like red light therapy. I really want to get the red light mask, but I just romanticize my whole night and it doesn't always go like as planned, but most of the time it does. I make it a very intention to like ease my way to my sleep. And then I also will put my gym clothes out and I clean my house a little bit, like organize it so that I feel motivated in the morning. And yeah, that's how I feel like having a nice night routine with an intention for the morning will make your morning so much better. Like I cannot tell you, like when you have a nighttime routine, you know that you're going to have a good morning the next day because you're like fully prepared for it, rather than when you just go to sleep and then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, like what do I do today? It just makes you feel so much better starting your morning. I'm also so excited like for the morning routine as well, and to start turning my fireplace on and all of that. So, but yeah, those are the things that I do to help me get back to routine. And this is what I do for fall as well, especially because fall is one of those seasons where you could really get like in a funk if you don't make it an intention to not get into a funk. So that's what I do that helps me. And also I do affirmations as well. And you guys know I love affirmations. Do those as well. Tell yourself, I let go of old bad habits that I don't need. But yeah, that's what I do to prepare for the fall. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what helps you, what you do, so that I can probably implement it as well, because I love to hear how we can improve ourselves and what we could do to get out of funks, because we're just girls. But yeah, talk to you guys next week. Bye.